First game today is Birmingham City against Bolton Wanderers. And from a betting point of view, Steve, I suppose low goals would be the first thing people would look for here. Birmingham, 5 of their first 6 games this season have had under 1.5 goals. Now, do you think that's a good approach as a promoted team to see if you can sort out your defence first and then deal with the goals later?
It's something that have been synonymous with Birmingham for, the last decade, I think, ever since I left. They haven't been able to score goals.
Maybe that's why, Steve.
They are the only team, I think, in recent years to come out of the Championship without a player in double figures. So they're used to not scoring goals. They've always been tight. They work hard. I'm not sure about the balance and the shape of their side, I've got to say, but they're making a fist of it, aren't they? And if you know that if you score a single goal like they did last week, and you're capable of winning a game of football like they did last week, then you've got half. You've got half of it right.
What do you think of the guy up front, Steve Benitez? Have you seen much of this lad they've signed over the summer?
I haven't seen enough of him actually because I've only watched 2 of their games. Okay. He's looked okay. I've got to say that he's in a team that doesn't create an awful lot, so it's very difficult to make a judgment call at this stage when, as you say, they're not scoring. I mean, the only game that we've had over 2.5 goals is, I think, was Tottenham away. So Tottenham away, Tottenham always score a lot of goals, don't they? So they've not been free scoring, but as you say, if they keep it tight at the back, then they've always got a chance in games. Yeah,
absolutely. Now the price on 2.5 goals, or under, should I say, is short because it's Birmingham Bolton. Under 2 goals, Steve, you can get at odds against. Would you have a look at that on a game like this? Willing to go on under 2 goals?
Yeah, I mean, quite possibly. You are. I mean, you're getting odds against, aren't you? Simply because. To go under 2 goals, and you haven't really got the safety in it, have you? If they score 2 goals, it's a losing bet. So I think we're taking a little bit of a flyer there, but we would imagine it would be short. You've got to keep in mind. I would have a look at exactly where we're going with this one with regard to the 2.5 goals, if there is a little bit of value, because it certainly gives you that safety net.
And in terms of the match market, Steve, Birmingham are odds against as well, 6-5 against the Bolton team who haven't played that well so far.
Well, they haven't played well at all, have they?
Where would you go in the match market?
It's a very, very difficult. I wouldn't. If we're doing this game because we've got to do every game in the Premiership. It's not a game that I would go probably anywhere near with regard to the form of these 2 sides. Birmingham get beaten the week at Sunderland in the Cup. Bolton win in the Cup against West Ham. And yet Bolton, I've seen them 3 times this year, and I don't think once they deserve to win the game of football. I'm not convinced by either of these. I don't know who's going to win, who's going to step up to the plate and win this game of football for either side. How good are Birmingham? We don't know. Hull was no sort of directive last week as to how good they are. And Bolton just aren't the Bolton of old. So we're going to have to wait and see.
Maybe one to keep your stakes low.
Very much so, very much so. It's not one that you can go with any real confidence because as I say, we haven't seen enough, have we, yet?
No, absolutely not. Well, we've gone on Birmingham as our first tip. It's a decent price. Their odds against they're 6-5. Bolton 11-4 on this game, and the draw, which I think plenty of people will have a look at, is 23-10. And the second bet is under 2 goals at 63-50. But you need 0 or 1 goals in the game. That has happened, we should say, in plenty of Birmingham's matches this season. But as Steve says, not one of our favourite games of the weekend. So keep your stakes low.